Dating after a long-term relationship is extremely difficult. I've made massive mistakes after leaving my first long-term relationship, getting back into the dating world, and I'm a dating coach that helps men all around the world, and I see a ton of guys that I work with one-on-one out of marriages, 10-year relationships, 20-year relationships, and they have no frame. They've lost the skill set. They've been neutered when it comes to them being a man with women. So in this video, I'm breaking down 6 steps to help you date better after a long-term relationship so you can land on your feet and hit the ground fucking running in this new phase of your life, which you should be excited about. So step 1 is you need to detach your experiences with all women. It's very normal for a man to get out of a marriage, a 10-year relationship, a 5-year relationship, etc., and take his perception of his girlfriend or wife onto all women. So he'll go out to the bars or he'll go out to go and meet women, and in the back of his mind, he's thinking about, is she gonna use me? Is she going to manipulate me? Is she going to be mean to me? Is she going to embarrass me? All of this self-talk and subconscious garbage, because you're taking your experiences that you went through in this relationship and applying it to every single woman on planet Earth. Here's why that's a massive fucking problem. This mindset and perspective of life and women that you're holding on to because of what just happened to you, which is normal and I get it, is going to hurt your behavior and your action, which will hurt your dating life. It will make you less confident. It will mean that you're timid. It will mean that you're worried. It will mean that it'll be harder for you to get into the flow of conversation with women because it's not fluid. It's going to be forced because there's something in your mind blocking you from being your true, comfortable, confident self, which is all of this shit you just went through, and now you see it in every woman. And I want you to understand something. This might freak you out, or this might give you peace. A lot of the bullshit you just went through in your last relationship, a lot of it was because your behavior turned her into somebody that did the bullshit to you. The evil in women and the good in women are both brought out in men. But the problem is, you think it's brought out in the completely opposite way. You were nice, you pandered, you were agreeable, all of these things. You wanted to treat her well, you wanted to spoil her well, you were considerate about her feelings, you wanted her to be happy. All of those things bring out the evil in women. You didn't understand that, did you? Of course you didn't, because it doesn't make any sense. And so the version of her that you received as a man, a large part of it is because of your behavior to her. That should give you a lot of clarity to know it's in your hands. Women are going to be women. Women are just women. They're not good, they're not evil, they're just women. And the type of women we see from somebody is dependent on how we treat them. Yes, there's some outliers that are just terrible women, of course, but 99% of it is your behavior and giving them the power, and then they abuse it because they don't know how to handle it. So now you know, going into dating again, it's in your hands. Your behavior is going to determine the version of her that comes out to you. They're not all evil. Get that shit out of your fucking head. Number 2, you need to get back your masculine lion, okay? When you get into a long-term relationship, when you're married or whatever, you get neutered from your masculinity. Because slowly but surely, right, the frame corrodes. Slowly but surely, you stop telling her what to do. Slowly but surely, she gets more and more and more and more powerful over you. You have no frame, and your masculinity with that is eviscerated. It is gone, it is cooked. Because it's impossible for you to be highly masculine and take orders or pander to a fucking woman. These things are not real, okay? They're not correlated. They're not the same. And so you have to get back on your feet with your masculine power. How do I recommend you do that? I recommend you do that by consuming good content like this. Go to the gym every single day. Don't skip, don't miss. Incorporate some martial arts or some boxing or something to ignite the fire in you that you are a fucking man. You're a man. Okay, I know you were kind of neutered and a line was taken out of you in this relationship. We're going to get it back. We're going to get it back. See yourself as powerful, see yourself as masculine, and walk with a prowess and a confidence of a high value man. I know that sounds like gay and cringe, but I'm telling you, this stuff is so real. How you see yourself in the mirror, how you feel physically will all impact your state, your confidence, your masculinity, which all matters in how you treat women, how you date, how you behave, their attraction to you. All these things are correlated, okay? So take care of your physical health, take care of your mental health, and make it a point of effort to remind yourself of your masculinity and not giving a fuck attitude. You've been slowly conditioned over years to be softer and be softer and be softer. Put your fucking foot down, get the lion back in you. Number 3, learn the modern landscape. This is super important because you might have been dating before the fucking internet, or before dating apps, or before social media. And yes, women are consistent and women will remain the same because of nature and biology, but the landscape of how the game is played has changed a lot, and you need to learn best practices. So what that means is, with the online game, you have to have an online presence of some sort, okay? You don't have to be famous, you don't have to be an influencer, you don't have to post content, but what you do need is you need 6 good images of yourself. Okay, 6 clear, good images, because you will need to get on the apps because it's going to 1,000x your volume. I don't care how good you are in person. I don't care how much you go out. You must have some level of online presence, because that's also a piece of the funnel when you pick up a girl in person. They'll want to see your social media. They want to see, your images, your lifestyle, and just kind of vet you out because it helps them feel comfortable. And so this is a massive, massive component of the new modern landscape. And so what you have to do is you have to either work with me to get images, go with a friend that knows what the hell they're doing, get a photographer, find some solution to get good images. All you need is 6 on all of your dating apps and all of your social medias. Very important to be adept and tuned up and optimized in the modern landscape. If you go out here and just raw pick up, which can work, and you don't have a social media, everything's outdated, they're all pictures of like you and your family or your kids or whatever, it's going to destroy the perceived value in her mind of you. This is super important. This cannot go understated. It's a necessity to win with modern dating. Now, number 4, you need new behaviors entirely towards women, okay? The behaviors you are conditioned to right now with women, with texting and with communication and with how you present yourself, is probably really fucking soft. It's probably really transparent. It's probably really gay. You need to relearn literally all of your behavior towards women. You need to be analytical and observant of where you fell in your last relationship. And you also need to come to terms with the fact that women respond best to strength and being in the dark and no compliments and leading them and turning their brain off. You have to learn all of these new behaviors. Yes, it doesn't make any sense, but it's what women operate to. They are emotional. The nice version of you, the nice husband version or boyfriend version of you out in the dating world is going to get fucking slaughtered. How do I know? Because I've been there myself. Out of my first long-term relationship, I was soft. I was in boyfriend mode, and I got taken to the fucking cleaners. And it was actually my mom that reminded me. She's like, you got to play the game again. You're not in a relationship. You got to play the game because the game is unavoidable. And so you need to get back the edge in the behavior of being a little bit of a dick, less transparent, less communicative, all of these things, all of this new behavior, because women are never going to change. They're never going to change. The landscape's changing, but how they're responding to men when they're dating is not changing, and you need to get sharper. Learn the behaviors by watching content, investing in yourself, investing in your skill set, all of these things, very important. Number 5, through this process, we want to be setting 2 to 3 dates per week. This is going to be a mixture of your social circle, of in-person, of online. We want to have all channels. We want to have all options, okay? The reason we want so much volume, this isn't a lot of volume, but it might be to you because you've been married. The reason we want this level of volume is because women are unreliable and they're unpredictable and they're emotional. And we need abundance so we don't fall into the scarcity mindset, which can kill your dating. If you're going on 1 date a month, you're going to be clinging to this fucking girl. All of that behavior is not the behavior we want, and it's going to drive her away because you don't have options. And it shows in your mindset, your behavior, your confidence, your certainty. When you have a ton of options, you're more nonchalant, you put in less effort, you don't care to compliment them. You are the fucking man, and you own it, and you know it. And as a result, more women want you. It's either a downward cycle or an upward cycle. And so how do we set 2 to 3 dates per week? It's going to be all channels, and it's going to be moving with efficiency via text. You're not used to setting dates via text. You're not used to converting and doing all these stuff via text. You're probably going to think you got to spend all this time commenting or getting to know her. No, we want to be militant, okay? I've made a ton of videos on texting, but you want to be militant. Move with speed. Learn the behavior of spiking emotion. So over text, setting dates is easy money. And this is very important because, again, abundance over scarcity in every aspect. Number 6, You're going to have to resist all of the bad habits you developed in a relationship. Now, this is going to be very important because through this dating process, right? Dating is a process. You're going to meet some women that suck, some that are great, some that vanish. This is like normal, right? This is very normal. This is part of the game. Get some thick skin. Okay? You don't have what it takes? Cry in a corner. I don't really give a shit. Number 6, though. You will meet some gems, and you will meet some women that you actually like, and you will meet some that you want to see again and take things more seriously with. Number 1, don't jump into being exclusive, maintain your abundance. But number 2 and number 6 is you need to resist falling back into the frame immediately of the soft guy, of the boyfriend guy, of the relationship guy, of the husband, because it's going to want to happen. You're going to meet a girl, and after one date, I guarantee you, you're going to meet a girl that you like the most, and after one date, you're going to be like, she's really special, man. Like, I really want to see her again. Shut the fuck up, okay? You are falling back into comfort relationship guy mode because you don't want to date, because you don't want to go through this process, because it's comfortable, because she excites you, whatever. You have to slow down. You cannot fall back into that frame because they will not respond well. You will lose the girl if you fall back into the frame of boyfriend, husband, guy. It's too much. Too soon. You need to maintain frame for months, and even after the game never ends. And so this process takes prudence, it takes fortitude, it takes personal development. You are your dating life. You know, I work with guys on one-on-one. The bottom of my pyramid that I help guys with is their foundation, and then one level up in terms of order of magnitude is female psychology. We have to know women, but we also have to train ourselves and learn new things and learn new behaviors so that we're the fucking man that can dominate dating forever. This is an evergreen skill. And even if you get into another relationship, the shit doesn't end, okay? The game does not end. Knowing female psychology, not losing your frame, having new behaviors in those relationships is never going to end. And if you're a guy that this resonates with and you want me to work with you one-on-one on your dating life and making you a fucking savage and a superhero version of you, DM me on Instagram, TRG. I will respond personally. And if you're a guy that wants to improve at a little bit of a slower rate, join my community below. Tons of resources, behind the scenes, daily, weekly calls, Q&As. I'll see you inside.